If you live in Joburg, you need to understand how Joburg moves. You need to know what you're doing.
Everyone from all over Africa come here, from Egypt, Ethiopia, everywhere. It's like a melting pot of Africa.
We just all collide and we make something beautiful.
The people here really do make the place.
The lights is just phenomenal.
Everything's rough, it's not easy to skate. You fall, it's all cheese graters.
Skateboarding teaches me to always get back up.
Everywhere's a buzz, the security's overboard, so it's like, where do you go?
Skateboarding has been happening for like so many years in Soweto, like without fail.
It's gotten to another level where it's just like, you know, they're doing what they're doing and they don't care.
Right now, I feel like right now is the best time.
So Joburg is one of the cities where you're constantly on your feet, you're always on the move. Skating through the city, you can skate from one end to the other and yeah, you can have fun.
Skating in Johannesburg is kind of tough because there are a lot of cars and it's like very busy, it's like rushed.
We have a lot of challenging elements. The unpredictable nature of the city, you know.
With these buses, if you have those moments where it's like, you don't get out the way, these dudes will really ride over you, man. They don't give a damn.
90% of the spots in Jozi are pretty crusty, but you know, it's what we have and makes you a better skater. Because when you get a trick there, you're like, yeah, like through the crust. We have the bricks, we have the rough tar, we have challenging spots that people actually don't appreciate how difficult they are to skate.
Everybody comes and meets here. This is like, yeah, central spot for everybody in Joburg. So no matter which side you come from, this is where you want to be coming through, skating the city, because you're going to meet up with everybody. And yeah, there's nothing better than having a mission with everybody.
My name is Kiefer Levi Webb. Most people call me Levi. And we're at the Crow's Nest Skate Hub. It's originated as like a tattoo store. It's just kind of evolved as like one big family. Not only is their product being released, it's also like a safe haven for kids to get away from home, you know, and it's kind of like a pit stop. There's a skate park that way and there's a skate park this way. Empire and Westdene. So there's like, it's kind of in the middle.
You can start your day off there and then hit the streets, you know.
The people here really do make the place. I have to give props to the dudes who don't have skate stores and keep the product moving. Like Poe, he's an OG, man. He's been doing this before I ever thought about opening a skate store. And Becky,
we sorted, you know what I mean? He looks out for his people, like the younger dudes.
he saw a market and opened the gap up, like smartly. Like that's elite business thinking on the streets.
The generation that I provide skateboarding products to is mostly online. They find me on Instagram, they find me via WhatsApp. I have a website that's running, we sorted. If you're gonna be doing something, you have to do it all the way. It's like, you can't depend on one job. You can't wake up in the morning and not have something to do, because no one's gonna help you if you're not helping yourself. You need to be able to go out and be like, actually, I need to do something in my life. However, can you go to drill hall? Do you know drill hall? Yeah. I'll see you now. My prices are negotiable. I offer from your boards, your trucks, your wheels, your bearings, even shoes, even clothing. I buy from whoever has, I sell to whoever doesn't. Each time someone buys something, I post like happy client, happy me. Then they get to repost on Instagram if they want followers or get to know where they bought their boards from.
I'd say Becky is actually giving back to the culture. He's seeing some bucks, buying, selling, but what he's actually doing is making a huge impact.
Skateboarding is a foreign thing amongst citizens in SA, so it's like, if you want to skate, you have to do it by force.
LBG's, in terms of Johannesburg, it's our most iconic skate spot. People have been skating here since like, say, 20, 30 years ago at least. You're skating one spot, but you're skating like on like 3 different kinds of surfaces, trying to land that one trick.
This is where everyone used to meet up and go skating and just, yeah, go on film missions and stuff.
Everybody that comes here, man, I've practically met them here.
One day I was there, I literally just found them out of nowhere building the fences, right? So it was just out of nowhere where they closed like years and years of heritage.
All iconic spots, especially if it's a public spot, it's gonna get shut down sooner or later, so change and adapt.
They're starting to find a bunch of new spots because the city has so much development.
We're in Joburg CBD, Mirror Building. I mean, we only recently skated this spot because like there was like some issues at the library, so we'd like come down here.
Grew up skating like Joburg CBD. That's where we would go skate on weekends. That was the spot. First the library got fenced off, they fenced off Fox Street, everywhere's a bus, the security's overboard, so it's like, where do you go? I'm Jarryd Barnard.
And I'm Brandon Barnard.
And we're at Westdene Skate Park.
Yeah. DIY of ours that we've been progressing slowly and slowly.
What they do is they basically take material and they build it at home, and they'll take it to a park and they'll cement it in.
The homies are building things, they're making it nice, you know, like they're building things for other skaters to come through. It's like a very cool spot.
And then you're coming down like switch, bro. Yo, that's cool, bro.
It's a friendlier environment to start.
It's a little bit less intimidating to come and skate here. And like, the snappies do a whole lot for you, man. It's cool just to learn on. You don't have to jump high. Like.
I'm Mookie, also known as Mookie Mooks. I started photographing the Johannesburg skate scene about 12 years ago. What I find fundamentally important in documenting the Johannesburg culture and the scene, especially when it comes to skateboarding, is creating a relationship of trust. You know, ultimately, I feel like I'm a vessel for people's stories. When I find people that I do want to document, it usually leans on how real is this person on and off the board, you know? I think what drew me to skate photography especially was the freedom I felt with the homies and my ability to be creative. No one was really like telling me how to do anything. I was left to do a little bit of research by looking at people that I admired, you know? And ever since then, I've never really been able to put down a camera, you know? All the sorts of adventures we got into, being able to see the side of life that a lot of people don't see, it really fascinated me.
Soweto was mainly formed to segregate people during the apartheid, but then over the time, our forefathers and grandmothers fought for that, and we're here being able to skate and experience a lot of liberation.
Skateboarding has been happening for like so many years in Soweto, like without fail. Well, in the hood, I am the oldest black skater. And I almost quit, and then I was like, yo, the only reason why there's no other older skateboarder like than me at that time was because that dude, he also quit when he was 18 because he didn't see anybody else. There was no influential person to look up to. So at that point, I was like, hey, this is a crazy system. So I must be that guy. So like the kid's like, okay, well, there's a 25-year-old guy skating. Okay, there's a 30-year-old guy. Is he doing it right? Yeah, he's doing it.
In my early teens, I was skating Soweto. That's where I met Sechaba. And like, I was there when the Triple S movement started. So that's where I kind of like started seeing like the real skate scene.
We in Soweto, Pimville, at the skate park, DIY that was built by Red Bull.
This is actually like the first skate park in Soweto, actually, yeah. A lot of things came out from like being here.
Shout out to Where To From Here. They were the guys that helped come up with the whole concept for the whole park.
Peter's entire idea of building skate parks is to kind of teach the local community how to build your own skate park.
Yeah, having the skaters involved with the thing, it actually gives it that bit of sentimental value in a way.
Ain't nobody in the hood is skating handrails and all of that, you know what I mean? So it's like, yo, it's very important. A flat rail, some ledges, some kickers, some mellow, like, Soweto skaters are not complicated, you know, we like style, we stylish cats. A place like this is very needed, like in a community like this, you know. And it's like the kids get bored quick, you know. So we need sort of things like this, like a DIY here, a DIY there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's like activations happening. I know that like people are teaching kids how to skate here and stuff like that.
Soweto can be a bit rough if you don't have something channeling your mind.
Skate Society is entertainment, skate crew, clothing, whatever you want. Basically what we do, we entertain skateboarders. That's what Skate Society does.
Yeah, we have like Vilagazi Street, which is a pretty like famous street spot in Soweto because like of the hill palm. It's pretty rad.
The ditch is like one of those cool spots where it's like the skaters come and clean the ditches so they can skate it, but then it also helps the community around them.
one of our spots that we skate in Soweto, Klipspruit Bambisa Park. It's not a skate park to say, but then it's pretty much of a street spot that we skate with the homies. Like everybody's been here, like the OGs for sure. It's a cool spot. It's legendary.
The future of skateboarding in Soweto right now, I think it looks good, man. It looks good.
My nickname is Island. It just made sense to say Island Girls, so I was like Island Girls Shred. And I wanted gals, because I'm a gal. I started skating 2017, and around that time there weren't like in my skate scene any female skaters. We are at the Island Girls Shred Beginners Workshop.
You know, like
I'm glad that Island Girls as a community is able to inspire other people to want to teach other women and put other women into skateboarding. So that's really exciting.
The girl scene is definitely picking up. I can't wait to see what it's going to look like within the next 2 to 5 years.
Yeah, it's been a very interesting journey seeing the generational shift in skateboarding.
I won't lie, it's crazy now. Because like, even if I'm just going outside to just buy something, I just see a skater. Like, I just see skaters everywhere now.
We have 2 youngins that have just been sponsored by the store, man, and like, you can see they're about it. Other kids are like following their lead, and it's just like building into a positive role.
A lot of the kids, actually, I'm learning from them about all of these new spots.
I'm really happy to see how it's going now with the younger homies that are coming through.
We all know each other from the same plaza, dude, like the same plaza that they've taken away from us. We've all seen each other's different looks and phases of life.
I'm definitely proud to be a Johannesburg skateboarder, repping Jozi.
it's really cool because it also motivates you to do better and progress.
And it's insane actually how they progress now that like, just some of them only skate here.
Skating is, it's who I am. It's like, skating is all I know. It's like the only way I can kind of like express myself.
I see skating as an art form. From the tap, from like, you know, the flick.
That's what you get from skateboarding. It's like, you get to express yourself regardless of your gender or your background.
The resilience that these skateboarders have this side and doing this thing is really cool.